Go ahead, open it.
What's this?
Oh, just a little something for the baby.
Already? Mother.
Can I help it if I'm excited? I mean, Nicky, you're gonna have a son.
Yeah. And Forrester isn't.
Yeah. It's a sad day for him.
Because his life just came crashing down on him and Brooke thought she was gonna have his child?
Sometimes fate has other plans for us, Nicky.
Fate, huh?
You know, you and Brooke, you were meant to be together. All you needed was just a chance to show her, that's all.
I really wasn't looking for that.
You're not going to back away from it now, are you?
I certainly don't intend to, no.
Good. Glad to hear that. Brooke will be too. I mean, she must be feeling very lost and scared right now.
Well, I'll do whatever I can to make sure she gets through it.
You're quite a man, Dominic Maroney. And you're going to make a wonderful father.
It's just such a strange thought of some little squirt running around calling me dad or...
He's going to be a very lucky little boy.
Well, I know I want to be the kind of father that's there for him and teaches him how to play ball and helps him with homework and tries to make some sense out of girls.
Sorry you missed that.
Well, it makes me want to be there for my son even more.
And you will. You will.
I'd say Forrester's probably packed up and gone by now, wouldn't you?
Are you going to go over there?
I was. What do you think?
It's a good idea. You should. Make sure Brooke is okay.
Let her know she's not alone.
Thank you.
Getting Catherine to take the kids out to dinner?
For being here after everything you found out today.
I know it isn't going to be easy. A lot of things to be ironed out. A lot of feelings to be sorted through. But Logan, I'd rather face all the doubts and questions in the world than spend the rest of my life without you.
I love you so much.
I love you too.
I promise you, you won't be sorry.
I'll call Edward in the morning. Have him start sorting through all the legal details. Hey, since we know you're having a boy, we can start work on the nursery. I want to get that going as soon as we can.
That's wonderful.
Yeah. I just think we shouldn't waste any more time thinking about what should have been, could have been, might have been. Let's just concentrate on making this thing work. What do you say? Which reminds me, I gotta take care of something before it turns into a problem.
What's that?
It's not a what, it's a who. My mother.
So I'll be back in a little bit.
So what do you say? Can I have a second chance?
To show me you've changed? That you're ready to live the life you can be proud of? Of course I'll give you another chance. But Deacon asked for marrying you again. I'm sorry. Nick?
Mind if I come in?
For sure.
You okay?
I think I cried more tears tonight than I ever have.
Sorry.
I really didn't expect this.
Well, I suppose no one did.
Least of all Ridge.
I noticed his car wasn't out in the driveway.
No, he left just a few minutes ago.
I guess I came over to say, it's gonna be okay.
Yeah, I know it is. Actually, it's gonna turn out better than I even hoped.
I was wondering if I'd hear from you tonight.
I had a feeling you'd be anxious.
Have you had your dinner?
I'm fine.
We are going to get through this, you know.
Damn right we will.
So you're going to stay here tonight?
Mother, I'm not leaving the house.
Oh, you mean Brooke is moving out? Okay.
I hate to disappoint you, but she's not going anywhere. She's staying right where she is, with me.
Well, that's good that you feel that way, that you think everything can work out.
I didn't at first. Not when I saw the look in Ridge's eyes when he first found out. But he's taking the high road. No more fights about what should have been or any bitter resentment. Just a clean break.
Clean break, huh?
He's going to focus on putting all of this behind him. He doesn't want to make me feel guilty or blame you for ruining his marriage.
Wow. Well, I gotta give him credit for that. I'm not quite sure I could do the same thing in his place.
Well, the most important thing to Ridge is that this baby has two parents that love him and want him.
You know he will.
I was afraid I was going to have to do it alone. But it turns out this baby's going to have a daddy after all.
Well, I wouldn't have it any other way.
I'm glad to hear that. So you don't mind that Ridge is going to raise your son?
Ridge?
That's what I was talking about. What did you think? Oh, Nick.
You said Forrester left.
Yes, but he went over to tell his mother that he was going to stay with me and raise this child as his.
As his? That ain't gonna happen.
You're staying with Brooke.
Brooke and I have been through plenty of rough times before.
Listen, you're talking about raising your brother's baby.
Yes, that baby is Nick's biological.
I don't think you've thought this through. Have you thought how you're going to react when Nick takes the baby away on weekends, summer vacations, holidays? Have you thought about what you're going to do when he and Brooke make a decision that you don't approve of or you're not happy about with that baby?
It's not going to happen.
That's very naive of you.
Once Nick gives up his legal rights...
You mean he's agreed to do that?
Not yet. But he will.
That's asking an awful lot.
Mother, look, the bottom line is Nick wants what's best for everyone. And in this case, that's Brooke and me raising this child with hope, with Thomas, with my girls.
Well, you and Nick may think that's the best thing, but you're never going to convince me. I gave Taylor my word that her children would be safe and secure. And that does not include living in a household that's going to end up being torn apart.
Torn apart by what?
By a father who wants his son. And by a grandfather who's going to be caught in the middle between two sons. Do you think it's not going to eat at you every time you look down at that little baby and you see your brother's face? What kind of a life is that for you? What kind of a life is that for your children?
I'm not taking that ring back.
Well, you don't have a choice. I'm marrying Ozzy.
Why? Because he's a good boy?
Well, is there something wrong with that?
No. Wait, unless you have feelings for someone else. I can see it in your eyes. Yes, I can. You do.
I want you to get better. Okay? That's as far as it goes.
Look, I understand that you're scared. I don't blame you. But I'm not the same guy that hurt you. And one of these days you're going to realize that I've changed.
Deacon, I hope this is a good time to, Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you had company.
What are you doing here?
Jonathan and I have some business to discuss with Deacon.
It shouldn't take very long.
No. I told you to leave him alone.
Bridget, this is, it's not what you think.
Well, I can't believe you would pretend to agree with me and then turn around and do the exact opposite. He just got out of surgery. What are you
Stop, wait, stop. I asked him to come.
You?
Deacon has agreed to help clear me of the shooting.
You were willing to step aside.
Yeah, when we thought it was Forrester's kid, but these test results have sort of changed things.
They didn't change my love for Ridge or his love for me. He's willing to look past the baby's paternity.
Well, I'm not.
Even if it means that Ridge and I would have the chance that we've been waiting for, to build a life together, to have a family.
I don't want to get in the way of that.
Nick, that's exactly what you'd be doing if you fight us on this.
Well, who's fighting, really? For crying out loud, I'm just trying to get my sea legs here. Let this all sink in. But I see you and Forrester have gone ahead and mapped out the next 20 years of our lives.
You wouldn't be excluded. Of course you would have a say in all of this.
Oh, I'll have a say in this. I'm going to make sure that my son knows who his father is.
Yes, of course he will.
Remember, I spent my whole life not knowing my father, and I will not have my son go through the same thing. Now, Brooke, I want to be fair here. You know, I'd do anything for you, but not this.
Think about what you're saying here. You'd be breaking up my family, tearing yours apart. Do you really think that would be good for this little boy?
I don't know what I think. I just know what I feel. And in my gut, I know I can't have another man raising my own flesh and blood.
Even if he'd be the best father a little boy could ask for?
I'm the best father my son could ask for.
Nick! Nick!
You don't think it's going to hurt me to walk away from the woman I love?
Honey, it takes a lot more than love to make a marriage work, believe me.
Brooke and I are not you and Dad.
Aren't you?
This baby is not going to come between us.
Yes, it is. And you know it is.
All right. So let's say I give up on my marriage, I divorce Brooke. What then, huh? Where am I left then?
I don't know, honey. But there's a whole world out there. And half of it is filled with women. Take a look around. Take a look at Samantha.
I should have known you'd get around to Samantha eventually, Mother. Do me a favor, will you? And give up on that. Give it up. Just...
Not until you do. Actually, I thought you had. I thought when you met Taylor, you know, that she just sort of took you off the fast track and taught you what life and love was really about.
You are not going to convince me to leave Brooke.
Do you have a death wish? I mean, is that what you want to do? Crash and burn? Because that's what's going to happen if you stay with this woman.
Do you ever get tired of spewing all of this garbage all the time? You never seem to cease.
Believe me, I'm sick to death of it.
Well?
But I'm not going to stop. I'm going to say it over and over again until you get it. You think that you can accept Brooke's infidelity. Well, that's very romantic and very naive. It's going to cost you dearly. Honey, I'm just trying to save you while you can be saved.
A struggle ensued, each of us trying to get control of the gun. It was then that my finger hit the trigger, inadvertently causing the weapon to discharge.
But that's not true. That's not how it happened.
Yes, it is.
What are you talking about? I was there. You both had your hands on the gun.
That's my statement, Bridget, and I'm sticking to it. Your dad never touched the trigger. I'm ready to sign it.
Thank you, Deacon. I owe you.
Do you mean that?
Yes, I do.
Well, then repay him by honoring the contract you signed.
Making Deacon's company a subsidiary of Forrester?
Wait a second, that's not why I'm doing this.
You do everything in your power to help him succeed.
Done.
No cons, no sabotage, no false promises.
I will show Deacon the same good faith and respect that he's shown me.
Eric, I'm not gonna let you down.
You're off to a good start.
I'll get this to the DA, see if we can have those charges against you dropped. Good day.
Again, thank you.
Wow. Thank you. It's pretty amazing.
Wow, it's pretty amazing what you can do when you're inspired. You, might be engaged to Ozzy right now. There's no way you're walking down the aisle with him, not if I have anything to say about it. In one way or the other, I am gonna get this ring on your finger.
Nick, thank God you're back.
Thank God, is it? Well, you'd better start praying because he's the only one that's going to help you now.